With the legalization of weed just over a week away, tonight we are asking the question, should Toronto police officers be allowed to use recreational pot when they are off duty on their own time? Well, this comes after a leaked video reveals a new policy that would ban Toronto cops from using marijuana within 28 days of a shift.
While the immediate effects, or the high, typically last anywhere from 4 to 12 hours, depending on how much is taken, the potency, and how it's taken into the system, individuals who use cannabis can potentially show the effects of impairment up to 28 days later. And for those who are habitual users, this impairment is even more pronounced.
The video leaked to a local radio station shows Dr. Craig Windsor lending his expertise to the rollout of the new Toronto police pot policy and highlights potential risks to public safety.
This means that even several weeks later, your ability to concentrate, your memory, decision-making, balance, and other cognitive factors could be impacted negatively.
There's an onus and responsibility to ensure that we are all fit for duty when we come to work.
In the 5-minute video, Police Chief Mark Saunders also addresses his officers.
We have not come to this decision lightly. It is important for you to know that we will continue to research and explore this procedure.
So we have the 28 days that we've put into place based on the information that's been provided to us.
We did reach out to the Toronto Police Association for reaction and got this in a statement. Once the TPA receives an official version of the policy dealing with this topic, we will perform a legal analysis of its content for compliance with our collective agreements, legislation, human rights, case law, etc., and make a decision about any further action we may take at that point in time.
Police obviously have to maintain public trust, and if an officer has THC in their blood, it may be that some people would say that's unacceptable for a police officer on duty. On the other hand, what we have to recognize is that very soon it will be a substance that's totally legal to consume. So some residual THC from engaging in lawful activities may not be a problem. So those are the two things that we're balancing here.
Other police forces across the country are starting to release their policies around the use of recreational pot. The RCMP also has a 28-day rule. Calgary's police force has an outright ban on the use of weed by its officers, while some forces are following a fit-for-duty policy. Here in the GTA, both York and Peel Regional Police tell us they're still working on their marijuana rules. We hit the streets to get your take.
Well, I think that's unfair to the police. Like, why are we suggesting that it's bad because it will mean that the police can't be sharp enough to do their job, but the rest of us can? Like, if you're a doctor, shouldn't you have the same rules applied then?
Weed affects your punctuality and all sorts of different things, so no, I don't think they should.
So you just don't think police at all should be allowed to use weed, even recreationally?
No, I don't even think they should make it legal in the first place.
Do you think Toronto police officers should be allowed to use legal marijuana on their own time when they're not on shift?
Yeah, I think so.
You're okay with that?
If they're not working at the time, you could take a drink of alcohol when you're not working. That's okay.
We also reached out to other public services here in Toronto. The TTC tells City News it is not interested in what employees do on their own time. Same rules apply as for alcohol. Toronto Paramedic Services is also following an existing fit-for-duty policy.
And this really illustrates how we're in new ground and people are grappling with what the best practices should be. And, you know, it's quite understandable that in the early days of something very new, which is to say legal, consumption of cannabis, there will be different approaches to what a best practice looks like.
Now, I'm told that Toronto police officers will only be tested if there is an issue or reason to believe that they are not fit for duty. The military is also out with its new marijuana rules. Members of the Canadian Armed Forces cannot use recreational pot within 8 hours of duty or within 24 hours before using a firearm. Now, last week, we asked our viewers across the country how you feel about people being allowed to smoke pot in public. More than 6,400 people voted in our text message poll, and what a polarizing topic. Only 9% support public smoking, while a whopping 90% texted to say that they are against it.